ideal world, I would love to find reviews on Blockbuster. I used to work at Blockbuster back 15 years ago, and it was a Blockbuster. Is exactly what you think it would be. It was during that transition time of Xbox 360, right? And like Halo 2 was the biggest game out at the time. And DVDs are still a hit, but it was that crash course of like, the digital age is coming. Are we going to keep up with it? And ironically, if I'm not mistaken, Blockbuster came up with a digital streaming service first before Netflix, but then didn't really capitalize on it.
They didn't lean into it hard. No.
Didn't they have an opportunity to partner with Netflix and then they said, get the heck out of here?
They did, because they used to be, their parent company used to be Viacom, which was a film industry company, and they did TV shows and stuff like that.
Still
but then Buena Vista, I apologize. Buena Vista was their parent company, and then they cut ties with them back in like 2000, and by doing so, they just immediately started like bleeding financially, and then they just never really capitalized. Kind of like I guess Barnes and Noble nowadays, and hanging on into it and all that, and Books A Million and the rest. But
well, actually, didn't Books A Million kind of rejigger themselves and call themselves now Second and Charles?
In some locations, there are some locations still called Books A Million.
Oh, okay.
Like there's some in Tennessee. In fact, we did a review of the Anderson Mall, Larry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And there's
that was
Books
a
A
whole
Million
thing.
there.
That was a whole thing. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but this episode of One Star Reviews is about family video, and I'll probably share some stories about my old times at Blockbuster because they're all the same stores. Family Video is a place where you can still get DVD, Blu-ray, video games, rent them as if it was the olden days, and get you some popcorn and have a good old Friday night. This is Andrew Van with One Star Reviews, the voice of Larry Simonson.
My father once sold me to a Family Video.
I know, now look at you. And we have also Ben Burris with us.
Hello.
And the host of the Bearded Ones podcast, Jason Underwood.
What's going on?
Freshly tanned and freshly bearded after his honeymoon. So
that's right.
Can I real quick just read the self-description of Family Video, because it looks like it's written by the owner, and it's kind
there's
of
a self-description out there,
right? It's on the Google page. There's like an about tab.
Our lavish selection of films.
Yes, it's actually written twas. It's very very formal. No, it says we're a family-owned movie and video game rental store with over 500 locations in the United States. Family Video is also the leading source for CBD oil, CBD sprays, CBD gummies, topicals, water, and even pet CBD in Malden. We are proud to be Malden's most welcoming and affordable entertainment option. We rent and sell a wide selection of DVDs, Blu-rays, and video games. We specialize in new release movies every Tuesday. We are the most affordable and available option for the biggest movies of their release. We offer a wide variety of concessions, including popcorn, candy, beverages, and all natural CBD oil products. For a nostalgic movie experience or a relaxing CBD product, stop at our location at 203 East Butler Road location. So I think I figured out how they are still open, but Blockbuster is not.
They're illegal drug dealers?
No, they're not illegal. It's legal. CBD oil is legal.
They're a legal drug dealer, yeah.
They were like, fuck, we're not making enough. We may not make enough with these rentals. We'll also sell
I just
CBD.
realized, I forgot. That's where I get my salvia, guys. So.
You just want to be out of your skull for like 5 minutes of intensity and then be out and then be back.
Hey man, you guys have that Spider-Man Far From Home movie? Yeah, we do, but you should totally check out the CBD when you're watching it. Dude, it's fucking trippy. You'll think Mysterio is fucking real, bro.
CBD makes you that way. I think CBD is pretty relaxing stuff.
The CBD from Family Video would.
That's true.
Why watch
the
it
problem is now they've got competition because Redbox has bath salts.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I kind of glanced over that and was like, that needs to be talked about for a moment.
But I'll give them props. That's pretty smart.
That's diversification.
Yeah,
that's capitalism,
and
baby.
widening your product, net out there, knowing like, hey, this is not the bread and butter. What is, right? So,
well, the popcorn and butter.
Oh, that's true. That's true. The concessions where it's at movie theaters anyway. So, I got one here. Said I had a late fee. Okay, beans? Nope. Cool beans, no problem. I asked for which movie. We have previously rented 4 other movies, all back on different days. She says after we take care of the $25 for 3 movies, she could tell me. What? Okay, I pay. Sir, all your movies were late. Funny, I brought them all back on separate days to the fact they were all due back on different days. Had this problem last time and now again. I will not be returning. Thanks. Have a great day. BTW, I've already returned the movies from this time. Please check in. They are due tomorrow. I will not be back to pay your late fee.
Wait,
I think I know why they're giving everybody CBD, just to make them like zone out for a second and just like,
Filling them out.
what day is it, man?
I have a dollar bet that this person also has late fees with the library that they're not aware of.
Oh yeah.
But I brought the book back when I was done reading. Okay? That is your problem.
Isn't that more important? I'm reading.
I'm not done finding Waldo.
Hey, thought here. Maybe this is nothing. CBD oil sold by libraries? What do you guys think? All right. Anyway, we can come back to it.
Circle back. I looked up the family video that I used to go to as a teenager in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Nice.
And it's still kicking as well, which makes sense. Kenosha still needs their family videos as well as the other type of videos that get rented from Family Video. But one of them is every Blu-ray I've rented hasn't worked. From The Greatest Showman to Pitch Perfect 3. I've rented 7 movies. They never work. I love that it's just like it's very clearly like we know exactly what genre of movie that they would like. The Greatest Showman and Pitch Perfect 3, they just like singing movies. Love those singers.
Is he talking about the product or the plot? Like, what's he talking about? The plot doesn't work. I don't know.
I don't know if they won the competition in Pitch 3. You ruined my life.
I didn't believe the magic.
Okay, guys, believe it or not. So, Ben, thank you so much for thinking of your hometown, because I wanted to double check and just see, because I was like, I'm pretty sure every other movie rental place in Sumter, South Carolina, my hometown, has closed down. We had the Sycamore video. We had I can't remember the name of it. There was another family like owned. It was like a small business that was like right off of the Piggly Wiggly. I cannot remember the name of that place. But we also had, there is a Family Video there now, and it has won. It is like the one that exists to this day. There was only one-star review for it. It was posted 2 years ago. This store has seemed to be on the decline over the years. Every time I come in, the smell is worse than the time before. I always feel like I need to take a shower after I leave. The movies are never in any particular order, and I guess we as customers are to guess the prices of movies as it's not posted anywhere, so it must be a secret. The new quote-unquote movies along the wall are highly overpriced, and good luck finding any movie you have ever heard of. On top of all of that, and the porn room in the back, I have returned movies early and still get charged a late fee the next time I come in. Word to the wise, get a receipt when renting and returning movies, or they will try to cheat you. Overall, you're possessive, better off at Redbox or just streaming. At least you have the option of contacting customer service.
Wow.
So basically, the guy's chief complaints is that this is a video store. It's like, oh, they're not in any particular order. I've never heard of these movies. That's the fun.
Yeah,
I love
that. Reminds me of another 1-star review from here locally. It just says, "Got cable, so I wouldn't have to go back."
I remember
I'd been putting off getting cable, but now that I don't like it here, I'm gonna get it.
I remember in 2005, I was working on Blockbuster and Hitch was out on DVD, and there were people coming in, and I don't. There's this thing about Southern folks that I love, and it's also annoying that you put "the" in front of things that don't need to be, and so people come and be like, "Y'all got the Hitch," and I was like, "What?" Yeah, I'm moving to Will Smith and that fat guy. Y'all got the Hitch.
Oh,
I was like,
Kevin Smooth?
No.
You got the big. Yeah.
Y'all got
the
Star
Jaws.
Wars.
Yeah, the Star Wars. Yeah.
Oh,
got-
here's
Go
I
Jason.
found a
here's
3-star
here's-
review that I
go for it,
appreciate. He just goes 3 stars. Last game in town. Staff is friendly. He just like has respect for it, you know. He's like, yeah, good on you.
God, they
Keep it going.
they made it. They had the last ones in town.
Respect
Yeah.
to a king.
I just see him go into the parking lot, just open up his car and crack a Coors and just drink it and pour a little out. You
Pour a
know,
little out on the parking lot. God, you fucking did it.
you did it, son of a bitch.
Oh, and then he drives over to where the Blockbuster used to be, which now it's like
the
like
CC's or something.
That's a CC's. Yeah. Because it's a big space, and like weirdly enough, there was a kitchen in the back of the Blockbuster. Weird.
I love our mutual friend Chris White, local director, producer, actor in Greenville, and he had this bit on Facebook for a while. It was like 5 years ago, maybe. He just would drive around and look for places that used to be Blockbusters and just hashtag used to be a Blockbuster and just like post photos.
What
of,
are
like,
they now? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of
They're
them are
like
nothing.
Pawn shops.
Oh, pawn shops. Oh.
Yeah, because they still have that like ticket design into the side of the building where it's like lopsided.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
now
now
it's-
it's Circuit City. It's very distinctive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all became meat deli shops because they were like, well, you have to take a ticket, so we don't have to change the logo hardly at all.
Yeah.
Make the sign.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
every Mexican restaurant that like
BMBs or something.
Oh, every Mexican restaurant's in an old Pizza Hut.
exactly. I've seen actually a law firm in old
That's
Pizza
true.
Hut, and I was like, I want to go there. Right?
Ooh,
They know how to reuse.
I'm getting sued and it smells good at the same time.
This pizza's not great, but the salad's great.
All right, I got a 3-star.
You got a good one? All right.
I got a 3-star. This is that genre of review where it's somebody who kind of is living their life expecting to be able to tell other people via the review system, and I'm feeding that.
Oh, yes.
I got Air Bud movies for my new puppy who actually watches TV and movies. She will sit there nicely and watch about 75% of movies. And once I told the lady these were for my dog, she made a face of unapproval and disgust. I was very offended by that.
And then once I told her this popcorn was for my dog and these CBD oils were for my
CBD oils
dog.
are my dog. I said my dog.
This person definitely was angry in the car writing this one. They did not remove anti-theft clips from cases. Got home and called back and was given an attitude by an employee. Asked to have the manager call me when they came in. They didn't. Now I'm sitting in front of the store they were supposed to open 20 minutes ago. Never again.
Wow.
What
That
are
is,
we talking about here? Anti-theft clips? What are those?
they usually have like it's almost like
A
a
plastic insert.
yeah, like a boot, like a boot for your car, but for the inserts. It's that
honestly,
you can't just like pocket the DVD out of the
Okay.
of the little plastic sleeve.
wait. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
like a Blockbuster. The DV cases were modified where like on the
Oh yeah.
far right side, there was like a hollow shell going through the DVD case. So a yellow
Right.
insert could go in there and just basically lock it. Like imagine like a piece of clothing that has like the little tag on it.
No,
It's like that.
hilarious.
Totally.
Thing is
Yeah.
a box cutter will
Oh,
get you
yeah.
through it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that did happen when I worked at Blockbuster. There was just like certain aisles we had to like. I had to be like the old guy at the bodega watching over certain shelves, like just kind of watching, like following people.
So hold up.
Hmm.
Every Blockbuster and every home video store that was in my hometown, they usually kept the videos in the back in like a repository, and the boxes up front were just representing that they had that video, and you brought
Like a
that.
GameStop?
Right. It was just foam or something inside, like
Right.
styrofoam.
Yeah, no, that was common practice at every
You know, at GameStop,
video
we,
store I've
we
ever been
gutted
to.
the actual case, put the case
Right.
back on the shelf, and then kept the rest behind the supply.
Get them
Now,
a little drawer and all.
if you were the unfortunate soul to get the last copy and it was a new game and then we had to pull the game out of the sleeve, put the back in the case, and you're like, well, if it's already open, don't I get a discount? I'm like, no.
Hmm.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's been said by many GameStop employees. We'll be releasing the GameStop episode. Well, I say that it's not out at this moment as I'm speaking, but in the future, when this episode comes out, it would already been out. So yeah, listen to the GameStop episode.
Time travel.
Time travel.
I don't think this one's really much about video, family video. I mean, this is 1 star. The ending of our movie sucked. So that's on
Oh
them.
yeah, I saw that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nuts. I thought about it.
let's when was that? How long ago? Does it say like a year ago, 2 years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years.
What was the biggest movie 3 years ago?
2017.
2017 movies.
What?
Probably a
what-
Fast and the Furious one. I don't know.
Which Marvel movie came out that year? Was there a Transformers movie? One of those
That would have
two.
been Ragnarok, I think.
Well, keep in mind this is a rental, so it's got to be even further. Maybe they saw Dark Knight Rises. It's really late to the game.
Maybe they saw Batman Returns. They're like, why would he fall in love with Catwoman? That doesn't make any sense.
That's not Batman. That's not my Batman.
That's not mine. Where's Val Kilmer? Let's see. 2017 movies: The Lure, Icaros, Thelma.
So I did find this
Ghost.
1 star. While you're looking for that, I did have this 1 star review that was in the realm of like I usually like this place, but this one time, and now I'm giving a 1 star review. Like every other time I'd have given a 5 star. These ones drive me the most crazy because it's like the whole concept of them is like, well then average them out, man. Give a 3 star or something, or like reduce a 5 star. But this one's also very random. Typically, I'm very happy with this video store. They have a good selection and good prices. I have been a member there for going on, I believe, 2 to 3 years now. I got a phone call recently since I hadn't been in a while telling me that I had a free rental. It was not an automated call. It was an actual phone call. I was very excited and said, thank you so much. I went in to get my free rental today and possibly actually get more movies besides the free rental, but was told that I had only 14 days to claim this free rental. None of that was mentioned in the phone call. The representative didn't let me know that, and I didn't get an email detailing that either. I show up 4 days past the 14-day deadline. So 18 days.
18 days.
18 days after this phone call he's so excited about. Typically, most places allow you 30 days to claim any sort of prize like this, or else they'll send you a coupon in an email format, and was told that I no longer qualified for the free rental. That really disappointed me in the type of customer service for a longtime member. Not a good idea, especially in this case, as I am frequently in that store instead of Redbox.
Top 2017 movies.
Definitely a very entitled.
I love the fact that this guy is getting into the renting physical movies game, in 2018. Like, he's been doing this for 2 or 3 years, like,
Yeah.
this is what I'm going to start doing.
And this review is from a year ago. So
Yeah.
so actually,
2016. Like, you know what? I'm going to start doing this.
I'm gonna go ahead and get that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy started renting movies when Hillary and Trump were still both candidates.
Right.
Oh man, a lifetime ago.
Oh,
Hey Andrew, when we actually release this episode, remind me to find the picture of me from a Snapchat ages ago holding my Blockbuster video card way more recently than it should have been. I still had it in my wallet up until about 2 years ago.
Ugh.
Wow.
Why?
Why not? Just
Anyway.
in case.
Top 2016 movies: Suicide Squad,
That's a candidate.
That can't be correct. That movie was-
Moana,
No, that's a good
Deadpool,
ending.
Split, Batman versus Superman,
Mm.
Passengers,
Oh, definitely passing.
Definitely Passengers.
Arrival,
Nope, definitely Arrival. Yeah.
Arrival with Charlie Sheen. Holy shit!
Doctor
No, Arrival
Strange.
with what's her face, Amy Adams.
And Charlie Sheen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Charlie
Amy
Sheen.
Adams. Oh, that's right. Charlie Sheen played the giant squids.
No, well, it's like an alien. It's like a quiet, like deep state alien invasion movie, and Charlie Sheen figures it out.
Mm.
The Accountant, Assassin's Creed,
God, that movie. I wanted to love that movie, and I did not love that movie.
Yeah. It can't be that movie because the end and the beginning are bad.
and then the middle portions as well.
Also that.
You're like, oh, Michael Fassbender's in this. Is going to be great, and then it just isn't ever.
It's like, would you like to play a 30-hour game, or would you like to rent this movie for 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take the Express.
So I'm noticing a trend in the 1-star reviews,
See, go on.
which is people specifically trying to get this one. It appears to be this one woman, or maybe it's multiple people, but
Oh,
it appears to be
Oh,
this
no.
one woman. They're trying to get her fired
oh
in the
shit!
sense that like they're calling her by name or by physical
Oh.
description.
Oh
Oh.
man.
And like listing things like this is a smorgasbord. This is just pulling from a bunch of them. I was in the store on multiple occasions, and Becca, the store manager, made me feel extremely uncomfortable.
rude, aggressive, language, overpriced. The manager lady was so rude and, quote, annoyed by customers too. Bad experience. Something about a stocky lady.
We're learning a lot. We're learning a lot. We're learning a lot.
She was the rudest person. She had short, dark hair and a little stocky.
Buddy, this is all the same person with multiple Gmail accounts.
There's multiple accounts.
I have 5. How many do you have?
One for each Reddit username.
Nice.
No, I'm just kidding. Reddit, please don't remove me.
I mean, it sounds like this one short, dark hair, possibly stocky,
possibly named Becca.
Woman is the only person who works at this family video, and she's just keeping the operation going.
She's probably the manager. She's the manager. She's the owner. She's the syndicated.
You ever shopped at Aldi and there's only like one employee? That's what family video is. Family video has one person who does it all.
I have had that experience at Lidl, and I'm like, oh my god, it's the manager, and they're also at the checkout line. Where is everyone?
Yeah. That's how you keep those costs down and those prices down.
Oh.
Yeah, post-apocalyptic shopping experience.
Ah, right. Yeah. Oh man, COVID times, right, everyone? No, I'm just kidding. It was that way before.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so strange.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I just the last note on the Kenosha family video.
This is still Kenosha.
This is still
I did not
Kenosha.
realize that.
Still Kenosha. There are responses from the owner thanking people for positive reviews, but they are exclusively on 3-star reviews out of 5.
No, they're not even bothering with the 1 stars. They're like, you're lost. I've lost you.
So there are just these blank 3-star reviews, and it just has a response from the owner. Thank you for the positive review. We are proud to serve the Kenosha community.
Oh my God. It's just accepting. Oh, shit.
Hi. We know what we are.
Listen, we would have given you more CBD oil if we knew.
Would now, Ben, you've been a father for about 2.5 change years. Larry, you will be a father at some point in your life. Underwood, I assume you will also be. You're a good man. Would you take your kids, the following men on this podcast, would you take your kids to a family video to embrace those 2000s and 90s days of like going on a Friday night, picking
I feel
something?
like you're putting us on the spot. Have you done that with your kids?
No, COVID's happening. Why would I do that? No, but like,
well, I mean, they have a free kids section, so sure, heck yeah.
That's
Kids
true. I just
rent
remembered
for
that. You're
free?
right.
like the kids movies are free to rent, or like kids
Wait,
can rent for
what?
free. There's a huge difference here.
What do you
No,
mean?
kids can rent kids movies for free. Like you can't let your kid like rent,
Wait,
the
what?
Saint or
Fiction.
something. But
Of all the movies
Dude,
ever made,
are you kidding
came
me?
up with The Saint.
Wait, that's real?
What?
The Saint? No. No. The concept of kids renting movies for
yes, no, that's,
right
that's the
here.
main reason that my
4
family went.
stars.
Did I
Great
read that
selection,
earlier?
Really good on price. The free section for kids is my main draw, and only downside is some skip, but most of them don't. So
Honestly, that feels real. That feels like what it felt like for me as a kid as well. Like you're watching DuckTales the movie and you're like, oh, the genie's coming, and then it like tracking fucks up for a couple minutes, and then you
but
gotta.
can we be real? Honestly, guys, everybody's on, streaming these days. You watch something on Netflix, it's gonna like jitter a little bit. So even now, the best technology, it's still gonna be like, Gandalf is like, thou shalt not pat. It's all choppy now. So we still haven't got it figured out.
I don't think that's not correct at all.
I used
You guys
to.
haven't experienced that?
No,
I'm just gonna let
Underwood.
Jason have
Well,
this one.
I know what you're talking about. In fact, I used to have that little machine at the Blockbuster and GameStops I used to work at, where you put the disc in, and it looks like an old CD player, and then you hand crank it. And, yeah, the cleaner, and then you put like a little bit of gel in there to kind of fill in the cracks. Of
What are
like,
we talking about?
You
Like
never done that?
Yeah, it's like a
CDs?
disc buffer.
Yeah, exactly. And then like it would leave like a windshield wipe kind of effect on the back of the disc, like a kind of a fan effect on it.
Yeah, I had to do that. When I worked there, I was in charge of rewinding the DVDs.
Oh my God, you're so
It was a
old.
stupid joke, I'm
You're,
sorry.
you're so old. That is such an old man joke. It's so good.
No, I know. I don't even have kids, and I'm doing these jokes.
Oh my God. Speaking of which, 2 stars. My wife likes it a little. The biggest problem I have with Family Video is that more than half
Hey,
of the
Andrew,
videos.
do you got like a bass track you can play over this one? Come on.
Oh, it's very sexy, isn't it? Hold on, I'll keep it going. My wife likes it a little. The biggest problem I have with Family Video is that more than half of the videos I've recently rented, parentheses 4 to 6 weeks, have bad spots in them. One recently, right at the
Oh, they got some naughty spots? Yeah, I hear that.
one recently, right at the most important scene. They are always good giving credit, but who wants to drive and waste time and gas to get the credit? That was it. That was the end.
Like
Sorry, you took so long.
Andrew.
You took so long to find that music.
Sorry. Anyone want to read one last one as we close out with Family Video? Any thoughts? Anyone? I used to actually. Does anyone remember Planet Hollywood? That was like the third competitor back in the day.
I had a pick-a-flick, you know?
Oh yeah, we had Pick-a-Flick. We had there was one on Pelham Road back in the day. It was like Rent Something. That was a little shady as well.
I've got a 5-star review that's pretty short here that kind of encapsulates the whole like vibe of this place.
All right, inspirational music. There we go.
Nostalgia. I love it here. This building is like it's encased in a timeless crystal. I love it.
A timeless crystal.
A timeless
Oh my
crystal.
gosh.
Try their CBD.
Oh yeah. Oh, and also CBD oil.
Yeah, they're
man.
selling CBD. They're selling crystals now too. You know, get yourself
The one in
your aura
Spartanburg
right.
is a Marco's Pizza window.
Wait, what?
hell yeah.
Inside the store, you can go to this window and it sells pizza.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm trying to think like as an employee if that would be like, oh, it just always smells like pizza grease in here now.
I would legitimately. I would go to a Family Video if it was closer to me before I would go to a Redbox. There's something that is sexy to actually go in a store, fiddle, go through the shelves, maybe play with the plastic lock, and
Get like an enormous nerd's rope
Mm.
that's
mhm.
covered in CBD oil.
and get a tremendous giant bucket of popcorn that you just know you're not going to finish, but you're going to give your damnedest try to, right? I love those bins that are like grab 10 DVDs for $2, right? And then you have like a shelf full of DVDs that your wife is just mad at you for having.
Uh-huh.
Jason, you have quite a bit of DVDs at one point in time. Did you get rid of them before your marriage? Before you moved in
One
with your
point in
wife?
time. Shit. Still
They're like under him. He's sitting on them.
Holding up the walls.
A crown.
Yeah.
Right. A
know-
throne.
you don't need furniture, guys. Think about it. You know, it's perfect.
You can reuse these cases.
Mhm.
In fact, I put my sandwich in here like a lunchbox.
If you're
So
into
why are we
disc
bringing
golf-
up my addiction? What are we talking about?
just the joys of the old days that are still encapsulated somehow in 2020 with Family Video.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I do have a little bit of, it gives me just that good warm feeling. I've watched a VHS recently, you know. I think
Yeah?
I'm only going to watch Indiana Jones on VHS forever,
Oh,
you know.
yeah, it feels like a movie you need to hit.
Star
tracking
Wars, I
on.
would do that. A New Hope before they
Well,
put all the
Star
digital
Wars.
effects.
Exactly.
My parents still have like a stack of VHSs just sitting in a shelf, but they don't have a VHS player anymore.
Fun fact, Larry's wife still has no idea there's a second part of Titanic.
No, well, so okay, so she has a running bit, and she has seen the entirety of Titanic now, but because it's one of those older 2-tape movies, for a long time she would just watch the first tape, which basically ends a little bit after the handprint scene, like where the hand hits the glass after they're having
An
sex.
ending.
And I think they hit the iceberg and then the tape, and then you have to put in the next tape. So for a long time, she would just stop watching there because that's like an hour and a half right there. So it's
That's
a full
true.
movie.
Sure.
That's when I stop it for the kids. So
I miss the experience. So I guess I'm gonna have to hit up Family Video pretty soon. I actually do miss the experience of walking through a store with a loved one. Like it's like date night. It's like Friday. You're like, oh, we've had school all week, or I guess work, mostly school in my experience. And then you're like, oh man, let's go to the movies and rent a movie. And then you spend like 2 hours there, just like debating which movie to grab, and then you never actually make a fucking decision.
Yeah.
And then you finally get like one movie, but it takes you 2 hours and you argue the whole time. I miss that
Yeah.
experience.
You're walking around with like 3 or 4 DVDs and you're just trying to debate, and then your friend walks up with 2 more and you're just like,
And they're
you
not
know.
even that expensive. Like, you can get them. It's fine.
Right.
They're like $3
Right.
a pop.
And then when you don't get them, you just put them back on the shelf. It doesn't belong, and you tuck it behind the kids' movie, and they're like, "What?"
And then that's how a kid accidentally sees an adult movie.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I like any establishment that smells like an Office Max. And every family video I've ever been to smells exactly like an Office Max. And so for that reason, 5 stars.
That's honestly a compliment to the carpeting at that point, right? It just smells like it's kind of got some VOC. It's new enough carpet that it's still like volatile a little bit. There's some compounds coming off of it a little bit.
I'm not sure what causes that smell, but I love it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
think
I
it's
know
the
what causes the
carpet.
stains. I don't know what causes the smell.
This has been 1-star reviews with Andrew Van, with Larry Simonson, Ben Burris, and Jason Underwood as we go back in time for nostalgia with family video. Listen for more episodes. You can find us on Apple, on iTunes, on Google, on Spotify, anywhere you pretty much ever listen to voice. Well, shit, just hit the subscribe button right there. So this has been 1-star reviews. Be on the lookout for more episodes, and also our other podcast, False Start with Andrew Van, as we review bad movies and have fun with fun brackets and all that there. It has been late. I've had a couple of White Claws in. This has been 1-star reviews.